So, ecstasy is a very beautiful word. You know, that word took Swami Vivekananda to Ramakrishna. While he was studying in his college, in English class, Wordsworth poetry, this word ecstasy came. And the professor was an Englishman. He should be certainly a good spiritual person. He said, this ecstasy means the poets, they somehow enter into these higher planes, but they soon come down. So when they peep into that higher realms, they experience a kind of joy, transcendental joy. So that is ecstasy. But a true mystic, a sage, who remains constantly in that state is a very rare phenomenon. And any one of you want to see such a person, he is there, very ordinary priest, illiterate person in Dakshineshwar temple. He only introduced Narendra to Ramakrishna. That was the first introduction. The word ecstasy. And certainly we need ecstasy. When she has asked about rasaswada. Rasa means bliss. Rasa is the very nature of the self. When we say rasaswada, I am there and rasa is something else and I am experiencing it, it is very, very limited. And there is a law that any kind of joy you get attached, certainly it will be taken away from you. Then it leads you to great sorrow. But it is certain that human life, existence is meaningless without that rasa, that bliss, especially higher kind of joy. Spiritually, you are kept alive by that joy. Every day you sit for half an hour meditation, 1 hour meditation. You get that joy, you feel happy the whole day. Is it not? At least this day I am not able to meditate well, a sadhaka will feel frustrated. This day is meaningless, worthless. So ecstasy, you need a kind of ecstasy in one form or the other. Sattvic ecstasy. Ramakrishna says there are 3 kind of joy. One is worldly pleasure. That is known to all. The second is bhajanananda. Vishayananda, bhajanananda. Bhajanananda means the joy of worship, the joy of devotion, or the joy of meditation, you can say. The highest is the joy of jnana, your own real nature, which will never be taken away from you, because you know that that rasa is raso vaisaha. Rasagahye vayam labdhvanandi bhavati. Upanishad says he is rasa. The moment you get that rasa, you are full, whole. So there you become rasa. You are rasa. Your very swarupa, your very nature is rasa. Not tasting rasa. Not limited pleasure. So, as we were quoting Ramakrishna, he says, okay, if we do not get that highest Brahma Ananda, at least have Bhajana Ananda. Every day you are able to chant the divine name or meditate or take a dip into that state, do bhakti. If that you are able to do, that itself is great. Every day you are able to go to that state. Just like outwardly you go to temple and come. Inwardly this is the true temple. So that ecstasy is needed. In spiritual life, spiritual sadhana, you should carry that ecstasy in you. In some form. So that is certainly needed. Only when the person has this transcendental joy, he will walk away from worldly pleasure. Otherwise it is not possible. You have that joy, then this becomes insipid, meaningless, nonsense. You get that divine joy. See, Bhagavan's Maunam is also ecstasy. You do, who am I? Here they have written, who am I is about awareness. Awareness is ecstasy. The true spiritual ecstasy, early morning, see, truly you are spiritually fruitful. The sign is, when you wake up, you feel ecstatic. Then you know that your meditation is touching the core. Otherwise you wake up, you feel dull, painful. Sometimes when we grow old, all those things will be, see. Children, when you see them when they wake up, it's like dawn, sunrise, very fresh. The more people grow old, when they wake up, you see nausea. You see them, dirty look. In our tradition, generally sannyasis, in the traditional mutts, it's very difficult because when you wake up, that is the time when you need a lot of solitude. But early morning devotees will be standing to see Shankaracharya, because they say it is Vishwarupa Darshana. The monk, whether wants or not, he has to wake up by 4 o'clock, because 4 o'clock they are there. To see him, Vishwarupa Darshana. Because when he comes out of sleep, it is as if he is coming from Kailasa or from Vaikuntha. Like that is the tradition. That means it should be like that. Like the sun arises in the horizon, you with that golden hue, like that, you just imagine, you wake up from sleep. And in between night also, middle of the night, you wake up, you feel meditative. That is a good sign of spiritual evolution, flowering. Then you know that really meditation is happening. Otherwise you are struggling in your meditation seat. It is good. Later on it will become fruitful. So that is good sign of meditation. So that is ecstasy. So ecstasy is of course needed, and you have bhakti ecstasy, that is very good. Yoga also ecstasy, that stillness, silence is very good. It is needed. And in Atma Vichara also, that pure awareness, devoid of any thought, without any sleep, fresh, awake, that is true spiritual health. The person is really spiritually healthy, very fresh. Abundant prana. Prana is abundant, very full. Prana is energy. Prana is our spiritual dynamism. Viryam, we call Viryam. Bhagavan's life was like that. Night also sometimes devotees will come, he will be sitting fresh. Don't try that. You have to sleep, otherwise meditation will not become successful. But Bhagavan used to say, I am getting the same rest that you attain through sleep. More than that, if you are able to relax in that state, absolutely relax, you don't need sleep. That much. Bhagavan also will sleep. Don't think Bhagavan will not sleep, he will snore. When the body becomes tired, you go to sleep. So when you have yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. When you have tuned your body, mind, senses, everything in order, then the ecstasy has to come. The true spiritual ecstasy should be visible. You should enjoy it in your heart. So now is our time for our ecstasy. Evening, Sandhya Kala, morning, it's very, very sacred hours. We have to spend this time in chanting the name or meditating, or something like that. This is also a kind of meditation only. Satsanga is a meditation. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva tato navachyam mama kinchitasti yatha tapeshtam kurumam tateva. Tvam Atmanatham Ramanam Bhaja.